Well, great day, great day. This is Deborah Hartnett with another episode of Wealthy Sistas TV. And we're so excited to have you here today with us. Again, you know what we are talking about today. It is the biggest event of all events. I know you've been hearing about it. I know you all have been talking about it. And I can tell you it is only 2 days away, 2 or 3, depends on how you count, right? But literally, I am so excited to have this young lady on today. We just met. She was recommended, highly recommended here for this summit. But I tell you, it feels like I've been knowing her for such a long time, and I am so excited, looking forward to continuing to build a strong relationship with her. So, y'all, when I tell you she is bad to the bone, Miss Michelle Hayward, she real humble now, laid back, but don't let it fool you. This girl right here, this woman, shall I say, is a force to be reckoned with in the tech world. I mean, she is the CEO of Positive Hire, and I'm telling you, she has worked for years as a tech engineer with different companies, but she's bridging the gap between organizations and women of color in science. Let me say just STEM, right? And I'm excited about that because that's my daughter's field. So we've definitely got to talk more about that as she's entering her senior year in high school. But anyway, I am not going to hold her from you any longer. You all please know what to do. Help me give it up for Miss Michelle Hayward.
You know what, Deborah? Every place I go now, I'm taking this record with me. Like, no, I got my intro. Just press play. Just press play. I'm taking this with me. Thank you so much for the welcome. I feel like I'm coming on stage at the Apollo.
Girl, you are.
Hello.
This is it, Wealthy Sistas TV right here, you know.
I love it. I love the welcome. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're excited to have you here today. I know that your schedule is so full, and let me just be the first to say how much I appreciate you for taking time out today, and also for taking time out for Saturday for the Winter Summit. This is a mission, a passion. This is our economic agenda, and for such a time as this, who would have known when this idea, I'm going to say it came from God, to host a virtual summit this day, and look at everything that's happening right now.
Yes.
Right? Everything that's taking place. So this is the time. This is the time to get the knowledge. This is the time to get the economic empowerment. So, Michelle, I'm going to get straight to it. Why do we need to make sure that we are in your session, which is going to be Saturday? You're bringing it up at 9:45. You're the second one. Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, that's time what a way to start it off. So why do we need to be in your session talking about CMS, content management, on Saturday, and that impact with LinkedIn as well?
Yes. Content management. Okay. When we talk about content, especially on social media specifically, you are talking about things like this, live streams. You're talking about video. You're talking about written posts, blogs. It is so much content. GIFs are content. So people are easily drawn in and distracted by different types of content. And it's important to understand what works best, what type of content rather works best on different platforms, and which social media platforms are best for your business. You probably don't need to be everywhere like most people, but they are everywhere. But where are you finding the most impact? And what I mean by the most impact, where are you finding your customers? Where are you generating your leads? Where are your leads converting to revenue, and you are making money in your business? So when you're thinking content marketing strategy, content management strategy, you really have to take a hold of what type of business you have and who you're targeting. If you're in the B2B space, LinkedIn is usually a very good place, but you may need to be over in Twitter, especially if you're in tech, right? If your customers are tech-based companies. If you're focused more on the older population, they still funky fresh, as I like to say. They still got some pep in their step. but they have disposable income, Facebook may be the best place for you to be because that is one of their locations. If you're targeting Gen Xer,
Wait a minute now. Wait a
right,
minute. My daughter says older people on Facebook. That's what she says to me. I'm not on
yeah,
there, mommy. Yeah. I said, what are
yeah.
you
So,
calling me? Oh,
well, the nickname for Facebook is Old Book.
yes.
It's Old Book.
Uh-huh.
Like nobody who goes over there is not my grandparents over there. So I just want to keep, know who your audience are, and grandparents feel comfortable being
Hmm.
on Facebook. My mother, like, oh, I can't believe you guys are out on Facebook talking about stuff. And she'll be like, Mom, we talk about that in a group text. So no matter what it is, we
It's
must
on
have it on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Like the Xerox became the name for copiers and Kleenex for
Exactly.
tissue. Yes.
Exactly. So you really have to know who you're targeting. And
Hmm.
once you know who you're targeting, you can do research as to demographically with that age and other information about them, which platform they're most likely on. But that doesn't mean, and you want to test that platform, and you
Hmm.
use your content to see, number one, if they're going to engage with it. Are they going to like on it? Are they going to share, which is huge? Are they commenting on it? Are they even saving it? Right. So you need to test all of that. I love being on LinkedIn because it does give me really great free analytics.
Hmm.
And what is really good, I mean, I can literally post an article and it will say 865 people viewed it. And
Wow.
I can click on the 865 people where it says the 865 views, click on it, and it will tell me the companies the people worked at. It will tell me their job titles of the most frequent job, company name, job
Hmm.
title, and location. And you're like, okay, that's cool. But what this now helps you do, because this is free content.
Right. Because I'm like, what do we need that for? What is the point of
So
having that?
if you are targeting certain companies in the B2B space, especially, now you can see, well, are the companies I'm targeting, are there people coming to look at my content? If
Right.
they aren't, like, okay, this didn't perform like I wanted to. So now you know to change it. But let's say it's not your target companies, but the target job titles,
Hmm.
that decision makers you're trying to reach, they are looking at your content. You're like,
Hmm.
oh, really? Well,
Hmm.
let me see
Hmm.
what cities these people are coming in and looking at my content from. So now
Hmm.
you see, oh, where they're coming from these cities. Now you know where to invest your paid advertisement to.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Using on the social media platforms. That's what you're
exactly.
referring to. Those, uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yes, when you're
So
setting up the audience they have there.
exactly.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
from Facebook, you put a pixel on everything. You put on your landing page, you put it on your website. You can do all sorts of tracking of that data. But what's important is you collect as much data from how people engage with your content so that when it's time for you to sell, you can still sell organically without paying for ads. But when you're ready to pay for ads, guess what?
Hmm.
You have data that you've
Hmm.
collected for free
Hmm.
based on engagement, even if it's a Facebook post. Let's say
Hmm.
on your Facebook business page, you did a post and it's like 10 times what you usually get as far as comments, shares, and emojis.
Okay.
You now said, this is performing really well. Now, do you want to make it a Facebook ad? Or do you want to somehow take, let's say it's a graphic, do you want to make it a 30-second video, right? Do
Okay.
you want to make it a lead magnet and say, hey, well, now download the guide so you can do X, Y, and Z based off of that graphic? And maybe it works on Facebook, it's a graphic. I wonder if it's going to work on Instagram, which is also visual.
Hmm.
Then you think, well, it's visual. What if I write a blog post to it, use that visual, and share it to Pinterest? Will it work there? So you test it on different platforms where you think your number one, your target audience is going to be, right? And
Hmm.
see how it goes from platform to platform. But every time you do it, you add something a little bit different. So the first time you posted on Facebook and you saw how people engage with it. Well, when you go to Instagram and you go to Pinterest, now you create a lead magnet. So you get email addresses from it.
Okay.
This is why you
They
need to
need
come
to be
join
there.
me on Saturday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, when you talk to people, you hear everybody say, hey, I'm going to get me a teenager, right?
Yeah.
And to come on. And we got my brother Bobby's listening. I know he's happy to hear about this. And Mr. Troy, thank you for joining us. We see y'all. Hello.
Hey.
But definitely, you need not just get a teenager. This was back when '08, when people were thinking that. But this is real deal
Yes.
recording. This is money.
Yeah.
This is how you make money.
It
Right?
is. And people like, oh, just go buy Facebook ads. Buy Facebook ads to what? Who are you targeting?
Right.
How do you know what to use to get them? And you really have to test out content and see how people engage with it. And different content, let me tell you, content on one platform may not do as well on another platform. It truly is a test.
That's true.
LinkedIn does really well with just straight written content. YouTube, you don't do written content on YouTube, right? You do a video. Right? So every platform is different. So you need to understand what works on which platform. It's really important to try not to do all platforms. And when I work with clients on this, I specifically say you need to dig down in 90 days on one platform, a minimum of 90 days.
Okay.
And in that 90
but that's
days,
so hard. You feel like you're missing out on something. Like, what's going on over there? Did I do it? But you got to focus on where your target audience is.
Exactly. And you have to test. You're going to test so many things on that platform. And you're going to look at that. You got to collect the data. And people are afraid of the data. But that 90 days, imagine if you having 4 platforms and you're trying to pull data from 4 platforms. You know what you're going to do? You're going to quit class. I remember how many of us made it through calculus. Everybody's like, you know what? I'm going to change my major today. This is not it.
This is not it.
So it's really about the data. So either you get overwhelmed with creating the content and sharing it on platforms. But once I say, oh, we'll pull in the data, they're like, the data?
Yeah, what?
And I love the data part. The data part is where your money is.
Yeah. Well, we can see the passion in you, and I'm excited. I am so excited for everybody to be able to sit and learn on Saturday. This Saturday, you can see it at the bottom of the screen, thewinnersummit.com. Go to thewinnersummit.com, y'all. It is counting down. And guess what? This is technology. We know it, right? So if you're busy that day, you can catch the replay and you will be able to get this information that Michelle is sharing about your content management and CMS. Like, that's a term that you might not even know what it is, but you need it, right? Is what does it say? How do you don't know what you don't know? This is one of those type of things, right? That sincerely is so important if you are building your business to be able to strategically market to your audience, right? And because the ads won't work if it's not in the right place.
You got it right.
Right.
And it's the wrong type of content for your people to engage with.
Wow. You said a mouthful right there. So y'all, you got to join Michelle. She is going to be the second speaker at 9:45 on Saturday. And when I tell you, she's going to share with you, what's your CMS? What is that? Like, what is it? Creating a winning content marketing system with platforms like LinkedIn. And you see, she's already sharing others as well. So we will see you there on Saturday, Michelle. Again, thank you so much. Thank you for your time and willingness to share with our audience today and on Saturday. Go to thewinnersummit.com right now. Get registered. You don't want to miss it. And again, If you're busy that day, everybody's so busy. I know, even though we're on lockdown, we breaking out, people breaking out, can't wait to break out.
Maybe they paint the house. They're gonna
They
break out
paint
and
the
go paint
house.
the house.
Yeah, you can turn it on in the background, or you can catch that replay just for
Yes.
$24.99. So we will see you on Saturday. Michelle, blessings to you today, and
You.
thank you again.
You're
All
so
right, this has been another episode of Wealthy Sistas TV. We're signing off, and we will see you again real soon. Blessings.